What's going on? Welcome to a lovely Terra Firma Tuesday here. And we are here inside the MV building that we built with the schematic cannon in the last live stream. And I am currently going to be working on trying to get all of our power generation actually hooked up and working off of the reformant gas, I think it's called. And I think to do that, let's do a little reformant gas. So we need to be able to make the reformant gas, and to make that, I believe we can use the wood tar in a distillation to make benzene, which then I believe actually goes into the chemical reactor to make our aromatic reformant or aromatic feedstock that we can then go to make the reformant gas. So I think that's where we're gonna go. Hey Amanda, welcome to the stream. Give you a little heart. And we are going to try and figure out exactly how to do this, and I don't really know what I'm doing with this, so we're going to kind of be making it up as we go. Before we do too much else, I know I've got my electric greenhouse here that is making a bunch of wood that's going to be processed and sent over to our pyrolysis oven, and this guy needs to be powered still. I think I need actually these batteries will go into that. Hey Pyrites, welcome to the stream. Check out the reformant gas quest if you haven't already. That is, I looked at that at one point and I knew I needed to think about that for a minute. So I need one liquefaction tower and 2 pyrolysis ovens. So I actually need a second one of these pyrolysis ovens by the sounds of it, and it's outputting creosote. Why is it doing that? I feel like I don't need it to be doing that. LV output hatch is making there. Hey Eon, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing great tonight. I think I have too many outputs on this guy right now. I currently just have it going into this tank to collect some wood tar, making charcoal into here. But I think I need to actually make a second pyrolysis oven. So I think that's the first thing we need to do. Don't think I have made up a second one of those. Correct me if I'm wrong. There are energy hatches. Nope. Let's go over to the other stuff we have. Got those. I can make the nickel wires with that. Machine holes are there. Excellent. Make a couple of these 4x copper nickel wires, and then I believe there's the crafting table. Pyrolysis oven. So, all right, got that part of it ready. I need some more ULV machine casings. Do I have more of those? LV machine casings. That's basically the same thing except different in every way. I'm gonna feel sad if I don't have more ULV casings. That really all the casings I have. Raw iron plates and program circuit 8s. Let's go make some more casings. We are once again just jumping around, finding our way around into this. So here we go. Kenzie with the TFT. Yes, it's TFT. Welcome to Terra Firma Tuesday. How was your stream, Kenzie? I know you were streaming a little bit earlier. Hopefully you had a good time. Let's see here. These guys need to be turned into plates, I believe. So where's the bender? Throw that in. Is this functioning? Not at the moment. We're going to have to get fuel into our system here because that guy's not functioning. Oh, can't wait to get out of the LV and actually working with proper infinite energy instead of my constant jumping around and moving fuel from one case to another. We are definitely gonna not miss this at all. That is fitting. Because he says we kicked butt this stream. We're playing a long stream next Tuesday to hopefully finish the adventure. That's exciting. I hope it goes well for you, Kenzie. Hold up. Needs to be, no, wrong circuit. That's why. There we go. Helps to have the right circuit set up. And some of these guys into there. All right, so we'll make those into some ULV casings. I'm pretty sure I have a bunch of LV ones. I don't have any more ULVs. I've basically used all of my ULV ones, if I'm not mistaken, which isn't that surprising at this point. Eventually we're gonna have to move some of these fluids around, so having a couple of different fluid pipes on me will actually be useful, I believe, as I'm thinking ahead here. Don't really need a fisher at the moment. Olive, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Happy Terrafirma Tuesday. Hopefully you're having a good day today. Oh, those are different. Nice. That's cool. Grab the plates, throw these into here. Excellent. Multi-block. I need 9 of the casings. I've got 6. We're getting there. What is the agenda tonight? We are going to try to get the reformant gas figured out and actually try to solve our energy crisis that we have going on right now, because currently I'm still using all of the LV technology equipment and moving coal coke into machines by hand, and we're going to try to actually get our energy situation sorted finally. We've put it off long enough, so that ideally will be a successful golden night, is actually having our power situated. Ideally, we'll see how that plays out. Theoretically, we should be close because we've got the greenhouse, the liquefaction tower. I have a distillation machine in my inventory, or whatever it's called. So we should be pretty close. I kind of want to make a couple extra of these while I'm here. They actually happen to go pretty quick, so let's let that play out for a second. Go ahead and eat some Sammys. Num num num. Taking advantage of some of that dairy that I got from Hypno, so it's nice to actually have a well-rounded Sammy now. This one's got grain, vegetables, protein, and dairy, so that's a healthy Sammy right there if I've ever seen one. It's so slow. Alright, there's a couple extra. Alright, let that keep going. Head on down, sleep the night away. Wonder why I'm hungry again. Okay. What else do I need? We need the maintenance hatch, should have those. Energy hatches should have those. Copper nickel coils. I actually think those are upstairs before I head on back out there. I believe I put the copper nickel coils in here. Yes. I actually knew where I kept something for once. That rarely happens. Excellent. Most of our machines that we need are in here. So we need a maintenance hatch, a muffler hatch, 2 LV energy hatches. So let's grab these. 2 energy hatches, a maintenance, a muffler, LV output, hatch and bus. So LV output bus, LV output hatch. Are we missing something? Hope we're not missing that. Those are ULVs. LV output hatch. I'm missing something, I think. I've got the bus, but not the hatch. Excellent. You know what? We'll make do for right now. I need an LV output hatch, which is just an input hatch reversed. Do I have LV input hatches? I do. Excellent. Boom. Like I said. Got that. Hatch and bus, and then an LV input bus. Beautiful. Let's take our scaffolding and set that over here real quick. And we are actually going to put this guy right like that. I might have to replace these wires. This might be too much on those wires, but that's fine for the moment. Boom, boom. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we'll put the input hatches or the energy hatches right there. So let's put I want to have a gap, so right there. Oh, wrong button there. Off to a strong start. And then that. Beautiful. We'll make our little floor there. Love to see it. Boom. And boom. Yep, hurts. But that works. Except it doesn't because there's too much power going out now. That was what I was afraid of. If I put a 4x here and then do a 2x, does that work? Oh, lever crook. Wrong lever, so true. That seems to be working. So we'll count that as a win. In my opinion. I got those. The muffler we'll just put in the middle. Maintenance. Yeah, we'll put that in the back as well. Just jumping around here real quick. There's our maintenance hatch. We need an input. Or no, that will be the input right there. Do I really need whatever that guy is? I don't think so. I think at this point we're pretty well there. And then I think if I put the pyrolytes there, and then I gotta replace one of these guys with that guy. Structure form needs maintenance. Excellent. You love to see it actually working. And then what is it that's going out there? Is that the output bus? Where is our output bus? So I need to move that guy there. Put him here. Right here we have an output hatch going into the super tank for the wood tar. We also have an output hatch here, which would be doing the same thing, if I'm not mistaken. Why is the work paused? Working enabled, excellent. Sorry, I'm just going through this real quick. That's that. That should be maintenance taken care of. Output bus, and I think if I take my item pipes here and then connect that, we should get our charcoal going into this guy right here. Could put an overflow crate up there, just be polite. If I had another crate, I've got drums but not crates at the moment. Let me check something real quick. Multi-blocks pause themselves if they run out of power and can't recover after a few attempts. That makes actually a lot of sense. And definitely explains why I'd be like, why did this stop? Alright. Apparently I've used all my crates. That's fine. Is this guy empty? No. Sorta. All this stuff I don't need. In there. We'll take this crate as our overflow. Now I'm sure this is actually just overkill, but it's fine. And then I need to add the one thing conveyor belt, I believe, to the crate to get it to come out. I'm not mistaken. That would send that straight down. Excellent. So that's working. Follow up. We've got a lot of wood here. And I think if I think I want to actually send that backwards. So if I set that there and there, we will figure this out eventually. Right on up. That goes into there. Theoretically, that should fill up. It does. Excellent. Is that creosote? Is this an unnecessary byproduct? I feel like I have extra things here that I don't need. Probably. So I'm betting if I put that as a block and then sing this guy right like that, and then we put a super tank maybe right in front of that. That's a tank full of gas that Maya gave me, so we don't want to use that one. But I know I have more tanks somewhere. He said super convincingly. There we go. I don't like the look of that. We're gonna do that again. And then this guy will be an output to the bottom, and we will add our fluid tank. Go straight down like that. I believe I need to add an electric pump now to this guy. And that should work. Do I not have enough power? Nope, it's powered. There is configuration somewhere that I'm forgetting to do. Connected there. Level 9, number 9, and that turns on. Turn that guy on, and I think we're definitely draining power, but we are actually no. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. I need to make another bat box, I think, and put a bat box in between there. It's too much for... Or if I just replace all the wires with the 4x wires, that might actually also do what I need. Too many amps. Yep, that makes sense. I tried getting cheap. That's what happens when you try to be cheap. Should know better by now. Connect that, connect that, connect that, and connect that. If that's still too much, we can make the next size up. We'll know real quick here. Yep. Oh, yeah, good call. Move, gotta go up to those 8 amp cords. I should have looked at the text or the message first. Can't believe Ricky X moved on from the super thick LV cables from earlier. You know, there was a point in time where I was wondering, I've put enough resources to do this, so I just stick it out. But here we are. That's 8 amps. Connect those. Connect that guy there. Boom, boom. Connect there. Connect there. Let's try that one more time. Make it wood tar. And we're actually running. And this guy is about to make some more logs. Let's make sure that this actually flows out still. And we're actually doing things right here. Any second now. Oh, yep, there it goes. Into our overflow crate. That is fueling these guys. And cool. theoretically we should be making what we need there. I'm gonna go grab a bed and bring a bed into this room because I think we're gonna spend a lot of time over here. So it feels like the appropriate thing to do next. Borrow that bed. I'll replace it at some point. And we're just gonna say, yeah, we'll definitely replace that bed and not forget about it entirely. Oop. Sleeping under the stars. Looks to be middle of winter, late spring. Okay, so it just hasn't melted yet. That makes sense. Okay, we could put our building back together there. So it should be, I want to watch to make sure that this tank is flowing out appropriately after a run, but I think it will. So we'll give it 60 seconds to double check that. How are we on power in here? Fine. Getting low. Getting real low. We need to start making some power to power these things, but that's what we're working on. All right, 15 seconds, and this should fill with the wood tar and then immediately drain down into that one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I saw it. It was for a brief second, but I did see it. Cool. All right, so that seems to actually be functioning. Weird as that is to say, things are actually looking to be working in here. That's wild. Hey Josh, welcome to the stream. We are working on our MV technology, trying to power everything and keep everything running here. So now we have our wood tar, and that needs to go. Well, Ice Naroth with the membership, green chat for 28 months. Did you be saw buck? I have no, or 18 months. There it goes. I have no idea what those extra words are afterwards, Ice, but thank you so much for the membership there. That's awesome. So we need to find rhenium. I thought we did that. This is made in a chemical reactor with steam and reformed aromatic feedstock, which is made from aromatic feedstock and some rhenium. And that is made with benzene and a raw aromatic mix. Benzene we can get from the wood tar by distilling the wood tar. So we need to set up our distillery, our basic distillery. And in theory, if I put this guy here, let me go get some more small batteries because I think that's going to be too much for that guy. Do I have some batteries pre-charged? Got small lithium batteries that need charged, but I don't know if I have any charged ones. We may go steal one temporarily. That'll work. Fill those guys up. Is one distillery gonna be enough? Do I need more than one? That's a question I don't actually know the answer to. Let's see. So it's got power. Allow fluids from the output side. We got wood tar. In the distillery to make benzene is circuit 3. Am I missing something? Needs to be an MV distillery. And I'm using an LV distillery. Is that my... I think that actually is what had happened there. Yeah, I think it does need to be an MV distillery. MV distillery. I like how everyone's like, yep. You jumped the gun there a little bit. I'm sorry. We'll try and do better. Let's go ahead and put all these tools that I don't need for, unless I'm doing maintenance, in here for a second. Don't need that. Copper nickel springs can be made with a bender. Do I have copper nickel ingots? I think I have them upstairs. If I need a couple springs. Because I think I have some on the 3rd floor. Thanks for the call out on the MV technology. That is absolutely what I am missing here. And that makes sense that the MV technology requires MV stuff. We can make this. Forge hammer will do it. If I put the, I can't extrude her, but I can lathe them. And the lathe is there. Yeah, since I could probably tweak these down so they are all LV. I think having a be MV is fine, because you do have to actually get the aluminum, I think, to get to this. I don't think that's actually the end of the world. It's just me jumping the gun a little bit and not really knowing what I'm doing. So trying things out for the first time, I'm making silly mistakes from time to time. So it's more of, you know, user error than anything. I put that in the forge hammer, which is that guy. I think that's making what I need. Yes. And then the spring is that in the bender with circuit 1. Okay. And in theory, we should get our spring that we need. Got the machine hulls. Gamer Dad Dave. Hey, Gamer Dad Dave. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing this fantastic Terrafirma Tuesday? We are, you know, fumbling our way through LV technology, or MV technology, I should say. Can we make more than one? Yes, we've got 2 distilleries. Do I need to? Probably not, but we have it. It's old Ricky's fault. We need an old Ricky emote. Past Ricky was not kind to future Ricky, and now future Ricky is sad. I think that's what it is. It's past Ricky's fault. What if I did, just for right now, this? Connect. Um. Allow. There we go. And then if I put a lithium battery in each one, and was it 3? I think I goofed. I absolutely goofed. I had hit the wrong one. Oh. Okay, that is way faster than I thought it would be. Yeah, way faster than I thought it would be. Okay, wow. Bonus points if you heard that in Dr. Nick's voice. I did not, but that's hilarious. Okay. Benzene goes to the chemical reactor with the raw aromatic mix, which is creosote and hydrogen gas. I think I want to do the coal coke one because that's what I have a lot. Well, I guess we're making charcoal. So creosote and charcoal. Do I need one of these to be making creosote and the other to be making wood tar? Am I being silly about this? I think I done goofed a little bit. Yeah, because I think I need one of these guys to be actually one Creo, one wood tar. Yeah, I done did goof. And so use that in the pyrolysis to make the creosote. Needs to be circuit 1, not 9. So we'll let this guy run since he's already started. You could just make 2 more ovens. That makes so much more sense on why you need the 2 pyrolyzed ovens. And I'm also, now that I'm seeing this, I kind of wish I had put the greenhouse on the left and the pyrolyzed ovens on the right. Future Ricky problems. We'll just be unkind to Future Ricky. But we are going to drain that into there. Super tank needs to go here. Tom says, I have a diagram if you want. I mean, I feel like a diagram takes away the fun part of me trying to figure out what on earth I am even doing to get going here, because that's kind of the fun part, is I really don't know what I'm doing, so I'm kind of just figuring it out, trying to use the guides in the game. So I will probably consult the guide if I get completely stuck. But right now, I want to try to work my way through this, if that's okay and fair. I apologize if I'm being a little obtuse about it, but I think it makes it interesting. Perseverant, Kenzie says. All right. What was I looking for? Creosote makes. Was it the chemical or a distillery? Liquefaction. So the creosote goes to the liquefaction tower, as does the charcoal. Okay. Where did I put my inputs? That's an energy hatch. Was this LV or HV? Thomas is one of, or Eon's one of the ones the TFG does, by the way. He's been doing all the energy rework stuff. Joshua goes, oh, so he's to blame for killing my beloved Benzene. He's trying to check how understandable is my gas line. I think it makes sense, pending me being somewhat intelligent about it. So let me go get some more scaffolding because I know I'm going to need more of that. Just for sanity. One moment. You already swapped to reformate gas on your power setup. That's a good call. I'm going to run a backup of the CFT world tonight so that I can update to the latest version of the Terrafirmagreg. So I will probably be taking the CFT world offline for a few hours to be able to do that update. Just as a heads up, Josh, since I know you're the one that's on there the most. See if we can figure our way through this. Unless you want me to wait, Josh, I can, as the one that's on the most, I will give you the say if you want me to wait a little bit. Let's see how Ricky handles this. Gets out clipboard. We will try not to mess up your food. That is my goal. Now I know this is gonna look really ugly. This is just temporary Ricky problem. We will clean it up in a little bit. I just want to get it working. Okay. Creosote going in, and then into the input hatch. I need to send all of this stuff. You've been waiting for it? Okay, I will make sure to prioritize that so that we can get those going. Yes, I have lines everywhere. This is temporary problems. Don't worry about it. We will fix this. Connect that to there. And we've got charcoal. We also might want to have a serious talk about who all can get on as players has dropped drastically. That's a fair question, and I am open to suggestions on what we want to do with that regards. I don't know if we want to do like for the month of, you know, March or April, we'll just have open play on the CFT world. Anyone that wants to play can go do that, but then I have to figure out what to do for those who have donated to be able to play, like what's a fair compensation for that. So I will definitely do a little bit of a think about that, but I do hear you in that regards. Does an LV into an MV blow this up? I'm a little concerned. I'm about to blow myself up here a little bit. I hope I don't, but if I do, it'll be funny at least. The MV into the LV will blow up. That will explode. Okay. Noted. We will not blow ourselves up today. Put those away. That's a machine hole. It wouldn't have done anything. It's hilarious. It actually would have done nothing. Do not mix power tiers. Okay, got that. You can always allow loaded chunk for the donors, though I don't know if it's a EULA compliant. That is something worth looking into. Or I was thinking of with the donors having more loaded chunk options, and then maybe do some I don't know, shop giveaway or something to that effect. I'm spitballing ideas. I don't know. It's some stuff we have to kind of figure out what's the best path forward. But I will. That ran out of power fast. Maybe we get some more batteries. Use a transformer. I don't have any transformers yet, though I should make some. That's on my to make list. So that's a good call. We will make a transformer here. Burgers have been amazing, full nutrition and everything except fruit. Noted. I agree, Dave. I have to look into the burger thing. Found a bug in the food processor. To be fair, is the bug with food processing in general, or is it our version of Terrafirmagreg because the CFT world is on an older version? Just making sure that we understand where the bug could be coming from before you go too far down the line. Working disabled, structure formed. Let me see if I can figure out notification. I want this needs to be circuit 1. Is it? Do I need another energy hatch? Do I not have enough power? That's the output, which should be a fluid output. I don't need the item pipe. I actually need. We're going to use green for this because we can. There's your output. This should be 1. Do I need another energy hatch? Might not have enough power. How many outputs do I need? He said convincingly. Because if I'm looking at this, liquefaction, making coal tar, syngas, and raw aromatic. Okay, no, I absolutely do not have enough outputs. So LV output hatches, let's get some more of those. This is why we keep you guys around with those brilliant ideas like, hey, you don't have enough output. Boom and boom. Invalid. Why is it invalid? Does it not like it being right next to the front there? Is it because I put an input instead of an output? I think that's what it is. I think I was just being a little bit dumb there. Output hatch. Try again. All right. 1 and 1. Hold up. That's an input. That's an input. So I've got the inputs going in the top, the outputs at the bottom, which was kind of how the diagram had described it. I'm wondering if I don't have enough power. Does it take 2 energy hatches? Because of the I'm just thinking here what it could be. Input. LV energy hatch, just for giggles. Let's find out if this will make a difference. Ow, hot. Oh, it's doing something. Oh, no. No one's online to help me. Oh, God. All right, well, I guess we just electrocute ourselves. That's a bit of a feel bad there. Rip indeed. Oh no, not this bug. Oh no. This is a random bug I've been having where if you die and you pick up your stuff, everything goes really wonky. Does anyone know a quick fix? Press F5. And that fixes it. Okay. Weird. Alright, well, we're gonna take that as a win. Super tanks. Boom. Boom. And double boom. Raw aromatic mix. Oh, that's fun over there, man. And then like that. The syngas. Lock your outputs so they don't change what liquid gas comes out. Is that? Oh. Fluid locking enabled. I think I've got this. So every time I hit it with that thing, it does that. Okay. Weird. Whatever. Not sure why it says working disabled. Let me disable fluids for a sec so that it fills these guys up so that I can lock it appropriately, because I think I've got air locked at the moment. The auto push out, that makes more sense. $8,800. Boom. Just trying to lock everything up real quick. Appropriately, you can drag a fluid from the EMI to the lock. So if I put thin gas, that locks it. Okay. Well, that's just clever. Well, that I've learned something today. Thank you for that. So we've got the coal tar here. This is gonna be the raw arrow whatever mix. Locked. Okay. Now that mixes with benzene in a chemical reactor to make aromatic feedstock. Oh, and steam. Now I need to make steam over here somehow. What's the best way to make steam? Sleep real quick. Experience from trial and error. We got there. That was really clever though. I appreciate that. Thank you. Throw these guys out. Oh, I don't really feel like I need the second distillation guy at this point in time. But we are going to take this pipe into there. No, actually, so this will be the benzene. I've got the raw aromatic and then I need steam. So I've got options for steam. You can use a fluid heater, single blocks off of Creo or charcoal. I think the fluid heater sounds interesting. I don't think I've used that yet. Let's use stuff we haven't used before. Advanced fluid heater, because MV, why not? I love it. Crafting table. Boom, fluid heater. First try. And we're going to put, these are machine holes. Where is my bat box? Boom. MV output bus. No. Need medium voltage battery buffer. Like that. Boom. Connect that guy like that. Lots of power. And to make steam, the fluid heater, I just need distilled water essentially. Do I have a good water source? I can make an infinite water. What was that thing called that made the water? One sec, I got one in here. To the second floor. We need aqueous accumulator. So if I make aqueous accumulator MV, I need a machine hull and bronze rotors. I have bronze rotors. I have a lot of bronze rotors actually, because we accidentally made way too many of them. Boom. Like I said, way too many of them. What else do I need? Machine hull. Got those too. So We could set this up appropriately. No, inventory is not my friend today. It's fine. Okay. Aqueous accumulator, we will do like that. And then we will pump out into there. Hold on. Use make steam, or to make water is just one. And I believe or do I do this backwards? The water source below it. That's what I'm missing. Does it have to be an infinite water source, or will just a single block work? I'm going to put an infinite just for good measure. Might be overkill. Follow up. Can it be salt water, or does it have to be just regular water? Because I believe this is salt water. Don't let it touch the bat box. Okay, well. Hold on. Put that there. Grab the other one. I have a feeling that the seawater is not going to work. A different circuit. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. 2. Nope. I want not that. Crap. That was very much not what I wanted. Put that there. Boom. Helps to look stuff up before you just start pressing buttons. Seawater. And an aqueous accumulator makes seawater. But it does not seem that seawater will work. Make just water. Yeah, it seems to be that that doesn't actually work. And now we know. How about that? So that's cool. Finding ways to break the game all over again. Grab our buckets. So let's go get some regular water. I have some in the basement of my LV building, so it's fine. We learned something today. We have found a new way to break the game. Okay. Ignoring the, 3 super tanks of water I have there for whenever I need it. Not like I don't have water, but I was just curious. It was nearby, trying stuff out. Got that. Put this one there. Go back to 1. And then that goes out into there. Water in, what is this called? Make sure I get the right circuit here. Fluid heater circuit 1. Steam, nice. So we're now making steam. So I need to get the benzene, the reformant gas, or the aromatic mix, and the steam. And that all needs to go into a chemical reactor. Do I have a chemical reactor? That seems so unlikely. I'm gonna put these up in my inventory real quick. Where the machine holes. Let's just go ahead and make a chemical reactor because I'm gonna just assume I don't have one. And all I need are my rotors and the motors, which I think that's stuff I actually have nearby. Oh, hot dang. Boom, chemical reactor. Quest complete. Where do I want to put this guy? There. To start. And that will be all right. Steam going in. Got steam. Then we've got this stuff, whatever it was called again, I forget. The mix, and then I need to add in, that's the polyethylene. This will work. Obviously we're going to come through and clean this all up with future Ricky, but trying to get to the point where I can actually use stuff and then we can clean it all up. So this guy needs benzene going out. Am I missing something? Benzene. Oh, there it goes. And in the chemical reactor with those three, I can make the feedstock. Once it has enough, I think. Oh, it probably needs like power. Weirdly enough. That would make sense of what I was missing there. Let's go ahead and put a more powerful little power there. Connect, connect. Hopefully connect. All right, aromatic feedstock. That is then used in a different chemical reactor. I need to make another chemical reactor, of course. So let's do that real quick. Oh my god, I feel like we've actually been mildly productive tonight for the first time in a long time. Chemical reactor, beautiful. Set that there. With a little battery. Almost done. That's right, we are dangerously close to being good at this. Boom, boom, boom. All right, there's the feedstock. The packer could turn dust into tiny dust. Good to know. Oh, what's the stuff I need? Rhenium. Do I have the rhenium? I have to process said stuff. Let's unload inventory real quick, because we can. Is that what turns into the rhenium? Yes. Okay, we gotta go run this through our LV equipment briefly so that we can go. Yes, I actually was advanced enough to have, or planned ahead to have that. It's just not been processed, but that's okay, because we can process it pretty quickly here. Get the crush. The crush is coming into here to make purified. We're just going to pick everything up temporarily, just so I don't have to go searching for it later. That goes in there. And the basic thermal centrifuge has a chance for the arcanite dust. Hold on. Hey, rhenium. And if I take one of those, put in there. Small? Nope. And the packer circuit 1 to make the tiny piles that I need. I think I have a packer upstairs. Any leftover can be electrolyzed. Good to know. Packer. No. I don't think I have the packer. Basic packer. I'm gonna have like any of this stuff. Nope. We're going to do the basic one. And we're going to take a quick visit over to our storage silo. Josh says, I'm going to be right back. Going to eat. Haven't eaten all day. Been sleeping too much on your off days. Hey, I get it. Got to take advantage of those off days while you have them, though. LV machine. We need one of those. One of those. Circuits. 2 of those. And cables. We're gonna have to go get those covered with wires, but that's fine. Chest. Then and machine hole. I think I have those in the other area. Cable. Do I have an extra tin cable? Double check. LV machine hole. I just need 1 tin cable. Those are copper cables. Do I seriously not have? Nah. Don't worry, Maya, I'm coming to steal from you, even though you're not here. Because he has like an infinite rubber coating thing set up, and I don't. And I'm gonna go take advantage of his. It'll be faster to just go to his places, borrow his, and to figure it out. We'll go on the ride, a little chain ride. Do. Also, I should point out, very exciting news. Today's Terra Firma Tuesday is the last Terra Firma Tuesday that we're going to have in this setup. My wife and I have been setting up a new office for me, and so starting next week we will be in the new office. So we'll have a different backdrop. It'll be a little bit plain at first because I still have to add some stuff to like the walls and stuff, but we will be moving to the office starting next week. So it's the last Terra Firma Tuesday in this setup. Exciting stuff. Maya says, been here lurking, been so sick, but yeah, take whatever you need. Hey Maya, appreciate it. Hope you get to feeling better. Sorry to hear that you're feeling under the weather, but thank you. Greatly appreciate that. Looks like I accidentally stole some copper cables. I don't know if they were mine or Maya's, but well, they're mine now. If Maya wants them, he can come get them back. Hopefully he doesn't mind. Need some more Sammys. I might have rubber sheets, but I honestly believe that was faster than trying to find where I have them. Boom, Packer. Do I have another MV bat box kind of thing? I do. I'm gonna give this one a separate one just so it's not risky and blowing up all my wires, because I can easily see that happening, and this is just a temporary fix thing. Boom. Oh my. It's so dumb. It's so obviously dumb. I just made an LV Packer, not an MV1. That was so dumb. God. Why? That's... As soon as I did it, I knew better. I knew better. What was I thinking? Do I not have enough of something? Oh, I don't have enough power for the creosote. Okay. Packer. That's so dumb. I cannot believe I just did that. He did it again. LV. Grab one of those. One of those. Circuit. Two of those. Chest. Two of those. Pin. Wires. I think I have on me. Grab those. Oh, wrong rubber sheet. I love witnessing disasters happening live. That was... I know better. Like, absolutely know better. I don't know why I would have done that. That was so dumb. As soon as I did it, I knew what I had done, and I felt incredibly stupid in the process. Just checking a couple things real quick. Incredibly dumb. Copper. Yep, nope. All right, back to Maya's. Go borrow his rubber again. His rubber coating machine again. So dumb. Absolutely stupid to have done that. So it goes. Have a little beverage break. Gotta stay hydrated. Let's try and do this without blowing up. Come on over here. To Maya's lag factory. Look at that beautiful MV building he has built that we're working on trying to rival. Also, Maya, I love your Rustland sign. It is just fantastic. Looks so good. At least you only blew up those 4 pipes and not those MV machines. Yeah, that easily could have been so much worse. Like, absolute disaster avoided, but it still feels really dumb to have done that. I feel utterly foolish right now. I also have to finish the water wheel at the front. It didn't save quite right. Oh, I need a chest, don't I? Not a chest for these guys. Boom, Packer. And let's get a appropriate size low voltage bat box and appropriate batteries to go with it. We're gonna do it over here just in case we blow up. And then I need this on circuit 1. Boom. Okay. And I think if I throw that in there with the feedstock, theoretically, there's a 10% chance that it will consume the Rivian dust, so I'll have to get a bunch more of that, but that's fine. Reformed aromatic feedstock. If we add that to steam in a chemical reactor, which of course I need another chemical reactor. Chemical reactor. Boom. That. Need the polyethylene fluid pipe. Oh, don't tell me I blew up my polyethylene and only have 10 left. Unbelievable. All right, well, I guess we're gonna have to go make that real quick. Liquid polyethylene in the casting mold. Do that. Maya says, I had a disastrous explosion last week. Had just finished your clean room when I blew almost the entire thing up. Was heartbreaking. And Pirate says he loves Maya's base so much. Maya has a fantastic base. I love it so very much as well. It is very cool. Do I have the thing I need? So if I put this in a fluid solidifier with a casting mold, where are those casting molds at? I thought I had them around here. I know I put them around here because I knew I was going to need them in this area. There's a casting mold. Oh, nope, that's the wrong... An empty mold, an extruder mold. Did they change how to make these things? The heck's an artisan table? This is new. Oh goodness. Something else I don't have. What a disaster. Absolute travesty right now that I don't have those. Let's go see if I have the wax treated wood. Kenzie says, I third that. Maya's got such a unique build style and a way of bringing imagination to life. Absolutely. I've got large polyethylene. Is that what I needed? I think I need a normal. Wax. Treated lumber. Screws. Oh, it has to be bronze screws, of course. Double wrought iron plates, of course not. Maya says I have the table if I need to use it. I am absolutely going to take you up on that. I just don't feel like making that table right now. I'm being extremely lazy in that statement, but I want to actually get something done here. Let's see. It's in your main storage of the MV building. All right, well, we're gonna take this opportunity to take in all the hard work that Maya has done and showing us all up on the server with his fantastic build style. You know, just throw in those compliments that he just can't stand getting. Welcome to the Rustlands. I need to go empty that trash on my to-do list. The level of detail here is fantastic. Come through here, make my way around. Old technology from the long ago in the before times. Fall behind here. Hey, look, there's a path there. To the MV building. Looks fantastic. And then he said in the storage of the MV building. That duck echoed so loud. That looks to be what I need. So it's what? This, and what else do I need? I just need a normal pipe. Hammer, and it's like that. So I need my hammer. Boom. Gassy mold normal pipe. Oh my god, we did it the first try. Look at us go. I think there's a secret way out of here. Thought there was. Am I misremembering this? Now I'm doubting everything. I thought there was like a secret exit here or something. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of, oh no, this is what I was looking for. This tunnel. And most satisfying thing in the game, those doors. Sounds so cool. Do-do-do. And we'll pop up here. Make our way back. If I use that and the fluid solidifier with the liquid polyethylene, there's a whole bunch of those 3x3 doors and the Ad Astra doors. I am absolutely going to be checking those out here soon, because that is sweet. Just so freaking cool. Jump, 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 jump. Okay, so fluid solidifier. We need to take the copper nickel out and put the benzene in. About that. What? That's liquid. Those are filled. That's filled. Go ahead and bring that guy up. Do I have an empty drum? I do. Thank goodness. Am I not able to do that? Pumpernickel. Why? Why is it not exiting? Too hot. You go in a drum? Oh, it's hotter than the aluminum drum can hold. Can I void it? I don't really care about it at this point in time. I'll just make more of it. We're gonna do it this way. It's fine. The liquid polyethylene, there's some in there. I should put enough in there. Make a few of those. Do that again for good measure. Yeah. Make a bunch of these. That way we don't have to go down this dangerous path again of being completely unprepared. It's fine. Chemical reactor. I'm making the wrong thing. That's the recipe for a chemical bath. I need a chemical reactor. I've been just chasing my tail here without looking. No wonder I haven't needed it before. I thought it was weird that I hadn't made those yet. Oh. It's one of those nights where we're just a disaster. Hey, look, it's actually what we need. I just feel like I'm gonna need more chemical reactors in the future. Did you give me a reactor? You may have. That might be too many amps, but it's fine. Because this needs to be not there. This guy. Look. There and there. Connect that. And then we'll bring the steam around. Because it was with steam, right? Yep. Steam. Add that here. What happened? But for real though, what just happened? I'm so confused. I need more benzene, so I need more power. Demelts polytubes. Oh. Okay. That's fine. We'll just do it this way. That's the output. I need to make more power, essentially. So I throw these guys in. Throw that on, throw that on. We're gonna go get some of the rhenium while that keeps working, because that's gonna take a second. We're gonna get there. It all almost makes sense now. How it's all going to fit together in that room is a work in progress, but we're gonna get there. Chromium dust, cool. The rest of this can probably just go. Dave says we failed Ricky. You did not fail me. We are totally making progress. There is no fails happening here. We are just learning. Yes, learning is what we are doing here. All right, there goes that. Those guys in. Oh, wow. That goes fast. Throw that in there. The benzene going in. That is the creosote going in there. Make a bunch of syngas as well, but that's fine. I think if I'm not mistaken, I might have a drum of, or I do have a drum or a super tank of creosote from earlier, so we can collect that. Yeah, there's no failing in TFT, Kenzie says. It's just disorganized learning. Oh, not what I meant to do. There we go. I believe if I come over here, yeah, that gives me a little jump start on the creosote. Oh yeah, Josh comes back, says, what did I miss? There was just a minor explosion. It actually wasn't as bad as it could have been, where I may have accidentally mixed up MV and LV, and not my greatest moment. There we go. Lots of creosote now. Oh, why is this idling? Out of power? No. Why are we idling? There we go. Got backed up on the syngas. There we go. Oh, wait, we're making something. Looks like we're making our first reformant gas. Are we actually doing it? Success! 3 buckets of reformant gas. Here we go. So we'll put that there. And this will be my output. Reformant gas going in. And then that can be used in a gas turbine to make power to power all this stuff. So now I need to make a gas turbine. Turbine. Why is this because I have everything for it? Might be. Sure, we'll make 2. Quest completed. Oh yeah. And we are making power. Oh yeah. And so I gotta make a transformer for the LV stuff. Oh god, I gotta organize here for a second. But it looks like we've actually been successful. Grab those guys. Transformer. So let's go ahead and make a couple of those for good measure. Why transformer you can upgrade? Because I've already got some stuff set up. This is just temporary and taking advantage of the temporary. I get 1. You know what? I only need 1. Okay. So I can put this guy out. Oh god. That guy there. Oh. There was another one behind me. That was dumb. Death number 79. Okay. It's okay. Watch where I step. Okay, got that. This room is such a death trap for me, but that's okay. We'll do cut that guy for a sec. Boom. Like that. Oh yeah. I should step it down. These guys are still going down. I'm doing something wrong with this guy. Down to LV. So that should be going into that transformer. Gamer Dad Dave says, huzzah, absolutely. Am I doing something wrong with the transformer? Oh. That was too much for that. Gotta be careful. I don't use transformers, so I don't know. That's fair. Absolutely fair. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? We try to use a transformer, it didn't work. Well, I guess I'll just upgrade the technology. It's okay. Ooh, almost died again. Gotta be careful. It starts in how do I turn it? Is there a put it right next to the bat box? Okay. We'll do that bat box there. Put a transformer right on that guy. Connect that. Put a battery there. The mallet, that seems to just be doing enabled and disabled. It doesn't seem to be, it says step down MV. Oh, I see what's wrong. It's backwards. Maybe that's output. Regardless, let's connect. Need more. of those. Oh, screwdriver. Now, is it backwards then? That was bad. That was really, really bad. Where is the crate? All of it blown up. No. Oh, so bad. Oh. All right. Well, that was bad. Oh, God. Kept most of the blocks. I lost a chemical reactor or two and 2 tanks, but being that it's 9 o'clock, this actually kind of works out. I'm gonna want to move some stuff around to kind of streamline this room so I can kind of like plan out where I want to put stuff in this room now that I have a feel for what I need to do. So I think I'm gonna actually use this as a sign to probably call it here for the night. But I'm still gonna say it was a successful night. We did actively, for a brief moment, generate power with the reformant gas before blowing ourselves up. So that in and of itself is a win. Not all the progress, just most of the progress. I'm gonna get the super tanks going so we can still process stuff as it's coming out. They are. Boom and boom. That's still locked. That's still locked. It was a huge success up until we blew ourselves up, so you know we're taking that as a win today. But now I got a feel for how everything is supposed to kind of work, and now I gotta figure out how I want it all to fit in this room to make sense. And honestly, I'm kind of thinking if I could take the greenhouse, move it to the second floor, because it's really just a big block of things that takes up a lot of space that's just making wood. Have that be kind of like up in that roof there, coming down to supply the pyrolysis ovens. I'll probably actually make 2 more pyrolysis ovens, so I have 2 making creosote and 2 making the wood tar, just to super overkill it. Have those on either side there. I might actually, because that's 3, and there's 3 in the middle, make MV energy hatches so you don't have to bother with the transformer. I agree with that. I was thinking of doing that as well. But if I put pyrolysis ovens on either side here and then put the tower in the middle here, have the tower come out into the chemical reactor zoo, is what we're going to call that real quick. I think that will make a better use of this space. I don't need this copper tank in the corner anymore. This is overkill for something else. I won't need the packer. That was just to get the little components in there. But I kind of feel like we've got a plan now on how to utilize the space better to have this actually be a power supply room here. Go. Joshua says, you want to talk about CFT or wait for the next stream? If you want to talk CFT for a minute, I'm all ears for a moment. I've got a little bit of time here to talk CFT. What's on your mind? Feels a little bit better there. Cannot believe we blew that up right as the stream ended, or is about to end. Like, really? Did we really just do that? Step up goes from 5 sides to the 1. Step down goes from the 1 to the other 5 sides. Okay, so I think I had it right. I think it may have just been bugged a little bit. But that's okay. I think we will just update this machine to have the MV energy hatches, and then we just don't have to worry about the transformer at all. I think that's the case anyways, since we now know we can make the reformate gas. So yeah, we'll make a little bit of reformate gas and then actually power everything to be running everything from here and have this be our power supply system. Play around with the transformers and creative. I think that's a good idea. I might actually kind of space out how I want the things in this room to be creative to go, and then reassemble all this. But ideally, by the next stream, I'll have this whole room set up so it's actually making power. I just need to take a little time to move some things around, probably in a creative world, to kind of figure out how I want it all to fit in here. Josh says, I feel a player count issue is due to both how the game is and the requirements to join, so personally feel it would be better to open it to all and give perks to members. Perks to be stuff like higher claim chunks or nicknames or something on Discord. I like that idea a lot, actually, Joshua. Why don't we, in the CFT Discord, kind of put a poll out what we would want perks to be on the CFT server, and I would say middle of this month, after we kind of establish what those perks should be, then we will roll out the updated CFT world to be open to everybody. But I don't want to open it up until we have established what the perks are, if that makes sense. So let's do a little work on the Discord, figure out exactly what we want the perks to be, and make sure that we are all in agreement on the things that are fair to the people that donate. Maya says a handy kit to give upper tier supporters to ease the process. I like that a lot as well. So it could be could literally be like a utility package, like everything you need to have LV power or something like that. Or maybe it's just like a basic ore kit of, here's, you know, a crate of iron ores and stuff, so you don't have to spend as much time doing that first day grind of just getting the resources, or a toolkit or something like that. Or we honestly, the ore prospector, a fully charged ore prospector as a tier gift for entrance. That could be something easy to be able to find those ores of what you need, to be honest. That's not a bad idea. But well, let's toy around a couple ideas of what we think would be a good welcome gift package of things that people would be interested in. And yeah, I'm totally okay with the idea of opening up the CFT world to anyone that wants to play and have membership perks be for those various things. So I think that is a good idea and things that we should definitely look into, Josh. I like that idea a lot. And yeah, I think we just start a Discord conversation about that and really hammer it out. And I think by next Terraformer Tuesday, I think next week on Terraformer Tuesday will be when we roll out open to everybody. So that gives us a week to plan everything and I'll also have the server updated by then as well. So it'll be the most updated version of the mod pack as well. So 2 birds, 1 stone. How's that sound? Does that seem reasonable? Just food for thought there as I'm talking out loud here. Cannot believe we blew up at the end there. But yeah, Reformer Gas seems cool. Just got to make it a little bit more streamlined here. I think I do. Alrighty, or Eon, are there any updates planned in the next week? Because if not, I would want to update to the latest version for when we go live with it. So I just thought I'd ask that question real quick. Are there any updates to the mod pack that will be rolling out within the next week, or would it be good to update the CFT world to the latest version and not be instantly behind? If that makes sense. I think 11.26 should be good to update to. Okay. I will plan on backing up the server and starting the update. I mean, if you want, Maya, I can also look into updating ours here shortly as well, to be honest, but because we are on the 11.21 version, I believe. So our next big patch will be when we add the new overworld world gen, so it won't be super soon. Okay, I will plan on updating to 11.26 for the CFT world. Depending how well it goes, I may also update our world, Maya, to kind of fix those bugs. I think we're the 2 that are on the most, so kind of up to us on that regards. And yeah, I think by next Terrafirma Tuesday, let's plan on rolling out the CFT world for anyone and kind of have membership perks figured out. We'll use it as a launch platform for it. But I want to thank everyone for being here to help out with this insanity. I do know it has been a little bit chaotic tonight of working our way through this, but it actually was kind of nice to have that conversation and feedback in the chat to figure out how to do this and where I was messing things up. Even though we did kind of blow ourselves up, it happens, but that's kind of fun. So I'm not too upset about it, especially since I know I'm going to be wanting to move everything around anyway. So it's just incentivizes me to do that right away instead of postponing it for a month and then coming back in and doing it later. So this actually forces my hand a bit. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for being here, and until next time, it's been another fantastic Terrafirma Tuesday. 11.26 has a massive rework on MV, so you should definitely update before you continue to play. That is good to know. Maya, I will send you a message on Discord, but I think I will plan on updating the main world tomorrow. So just FYI. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here, and we will see you next Tuesday. Have a good one, everybody.